Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the second sewing video. This is going to be the second episode slash video in my sustainable series, which is teaching myself how to sew, obviously with the help of resources and many fabulous people along the way. But today I'm super excited because we're going to be using this machine for the very first time. I've actually just used a tutorial off YouTube. The creator is called sewingmastery.com and they have a specific video tutorial with regards to the Singer Heavy Duty. So this is the 4423 series and I'm so far loving it. I have not read all of the info to do with all of the settings and everything as of yet. I need to learn more about the settings of sewing stitches and all the rest of it, but that's what we're going to be playing with today. Well, that's the plan at least. I have a piece of scrap material that I picked up from Spotlight, super cheap. It was like in the scrap pile. So it's a little sheer, than I thought it was going to be. I was going to make some boxes for Elliot out of them, and I still think I will, but I'm going to cut a little bit off of that to play around with today. So I have taken the liberty of setting the machine up because otherwise I would have been here struggling while on camera. So I've just looped the string, or what's it called, thread, I should use the correct terms, all the way through it and down, and apparently we're now ready to go, but I feel nervous. I feel like I'm not going to be ready. I'm also not gonna lie, it's really hot in this room with the filming lights, so just bear with me. Now I'm gonna just cut a little bit of this off. Okay, so I have a little square that I'm going to be working with. I'm just gonna fold it in half and do a seam along this edge, I think, which is what the lady does in the tutorial. So let's pull this bad boy forwards. So she said to just pop it under there. And I guess we just go for it, but I'm a bit nervous. What setting are we on? 1 and then the straight. I think I want to do the zigzag first. No, straight. Let's do that. Okay, let's just go. I'm really nervous. It's freaking hot in this room. Ah! Nah, I've already stuffed it. I don't know what I've done. I've broken it on the first go. What the fuck? Oh shit, that was a great start, Katie, great start. So this was what I managed to do. Fuck knows what I've done. What the hell did I do? My goodness, how do I get the foot back on? Okay guys, I just refixed on the foot, reread the instructions. We've definitely put everything in the right place, and I put some pressure on the foot pedal just to see if it was working, and it looks as though the seam is happening. So I've just got the dodgy end down here, which means we'll have to stop in a minute, but so far we're looking good. I didn't start on the very edge this time, just in case I didn't start enough away from the edge. I don't know. If you guys have any advice on this sort of stuff, please let me know. Literally, you're seeing me for the very first time sew. Well, I sewed with my mum when I was a little girl, but never without assistance. So now we're just gonna see how this goes. I don't know. We'll just see. Okay, so I'm already finding that this material is very like flimsy, if maybe is the right word. So I'm just going to give it a bit more tension, I think. All right, let's lift that. And then wind. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this all out with you guys. So wind it up, pull it out, I think. Is that what you're meant to do? I don't know. I think I see people pull it and then snip. Goes off to the back. I think I did that right. I'm not too sure. I'm not even sure if you guys could see that. Okay, so that is my very first sewing line ever in my life. Actually, hold on, I can't really see that. I don't think I did too bad for my very first go. It's a lot closer together, the stitching, than I imagined it being. I'm really happy with it, I think. I can't tell if it's good, if it's bad. I'm not sure what you do with the end when you cut it off. So any advice would be welcomed from you guys. Like if this was a legit piece of like something that I was doing, how do I just tie it off with a double knot? Did I do the right thing by pulling the material away? I don't know. I need to watch a few more tutorials, and like see, at the start of that, it's kind of got like a knotty mess. Can you see that? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you see that knotty mess? What am I doing wrong? I'm gonna try this again. I'm really not confident yet. I think it's probably gonna take a long time for me to feel confident. This is another thing that I'm like confused about. The bobbin thread should not be coming through there. Oh my god, I'm so confused. And this is why I wanted to film this journey, because literally I am learning the same, like I would be learning off camera or on camera, and I figured it'd be kind of funny to see me do this on camera. I cannot see a loop happening. Oh, what have I done? Okay, I'm just gonna take this out. And wind that up. I'm not doing something right and I don't know what it is. I'm hoping one of you lovely people will be able to tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong, because I'm not doing something right. It's turning into a knot. Can you see that? And I cannot work out why. What am I doing? And I don't know. I can't even answer that question. Right, I think I'm gonna have to pull out my phone again and watch the tutorial. Okie dokie, popping the foot down and lowering the needle. Wait, did I want to lower the needle or does it do it by itself? I don't know. Let's go. Interestingly, it has not changed the setting from this one, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Pull it up to the side, cut it off. Yay! Okay, so it wasn't what I thought. It is still the same stitch. So I'm gonna have to look into this a bit more into the in the manual. I'm gonna have to have a bit better of a look, but not too bad, not too shabby. For my very first time, I'm pretty impressed with myself. Given this is my very first time doing this, I'm pretty impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. There is still a few unanswered questions that I do have, such as how the hell do you tie off the end bit? And how do we change the stitch type? Maybe it's a width. There's a width toggle. I think we change it to a 3, and I'm gonna go in and try again. I mean, I'm sure this might be really boring for you guys, so I don't, you know, expect you to continue to watch at all. But for me, I would love to see my progress in a year's time. There's a car sitting at the front. From a year's time, I can look back at this point and see my struggles and how much I've grown. So yeah, I'm obviously going to have a lot to learn. Because this is far from perfect. I mean, look at this awful little stitch mark. But even just this one little session, I feel like I've absorbed so much knowledge, and I'm sure with every single time that I use this, I'm going to absorb more. So let's chuck it back in and see if this stitch setting has changed, like, because I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this toggle right here was set to 0, and on top it's got zigzags to show like a really deep one to a really thin one. So I think I'm gonna try a 3 on that setting, go back to that one and try this again, and hopefully we're gonna end up with a bit more of a zigzag. Uh-oh, we're stuck again. I don't know what's happening down there. I'm gonna have to sort that back out. But it did what I wanted it to do. Let's focus in on it. Yay! I cannot believe I just did that. Oh my gosh, it's definitely struggling. Like, I can see that it's like bunching a bit, so something is not right down here, and I don't know what it is that I'm doing wrong. I know it's something that I'm doing, because obviously, duh. I'm new to this, so it's clearly something that I'm doing that is like stuffing it up. So see how like there was an extra whole bit of string there. I'm gonna zoom you a bit out so that you can see how I apply this, because I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong, like 100% doing something wrong. I'm gonna bring that right to the top. I realized I didn't do that. So threaded that. That needs to go in that way. It hooks around that little bit, goes to the back, and then we wind this down while holding that. wait for the loop to follow. There. And then we take both of those down the center of the foot and straight out the back. Now, can someone tell me if I'm doing that wrong? Because from what I can see, I'm doing it right, but obviously not, so I need someone's help. Okay, so I'm going to try the zigzag again, but I'm going to up it to a 6 this time so that we can see a bit bigger of a zigzag. Foot's down. And we're going. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so the material is tending to bunch more in this setting, right in the middle of the foot. So that's concerning. That's a really hard stitch, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna lift it. How did that get there? I'm gonna lift it up. Wait, wind it up first. Then lift the foot. Pull it out the back. We don't have any tangles this time, which is the time that I thought we would because of how much the machine struggled to deal with it. So as you can see, I've done an absolutely, oh, focus on it please. Maybe it's just saying that it's so terrible it can't. Okay. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Wow. Again, no thread caught, so I must have done a really good job on that last one. Threading it through, I mean. That one didn't turn out too bad. Look at that. Pretty stoked with that. It had a bit of a rough start again. I must not be holding the tension enough, I think, when I'm threading it through to get the loop of the bobbin thread. So maybe that's why it's doing that, but I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty straight, pretty good. Don't know what setting it's doing though. So I guess we have to work on that. Okay, so I did another straight stitch and oh my God, I think I've nailed it. Like, look how straight that is. Bloody hell, a pencil isn't even that straight. You're a bit tilted, I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to this new tripod with the ring light. But I'm pretty happy with my pillowcase. This part's the dodgy part because this is where we did the 2 different zigzag stitches. But the sides, pretty damn straight. I'm looking in the viewfinder to see if I can see any flaws with it. Pretty happy, guys, pretty happy. So in there you would just fill it with your stuffing or your insert, and then I assume you fold it over, like inwards. Wait, how would you seal it off? Fold it over and... How would you do that? I need to look that up. That's some basic shit that I should know. And I don't. But hey, I did my first sewing project. Unintentionally, it was just to purely practice the stitches. But we've come away with an almost pillow. Okay guys, I have turned it off for safety reasons because we all know I can be a klutz. But I think I'm gonna leave this video at that, just purely because that is quite a lot of knowledge to have taken in my opinion, being something new, and I don't want to like get overzealous and hurt myself, because I know that that probably would happen if I kept pushing myself and trying to learn things without reading the manual. But I have to say, and I did just say it before, so I'm going to say it again, I'm really impressed with this, the machine first of all, but also having pushed through those initial struggles that we had. And again, any tips, advice welcomed on the mistakes that I made in today's video, or if you have any tips to better how I'm sewing, I honestly would be so grateful for any of your advice. I've actually had so many people on Instagram reach out to me about their sewing experience, and it's meant the world. In fact, so many of you have had helpful tips on resources and places to get sewing patterns and stuff. So that will be my next video, will be tackling my first ever pattern. I bought a bunch from Spotlight today in their 40% off sale, so I'll go through all of those in the next video, so that you can have a bit of a squiz into the bargains that I got and the patterns that I'll be using and attempting over the next couple of months. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me while I'm teaching myself how to sew. Hopefully next video will be a little bit more productive and you'll actually start to get to see some clothes being made. But if you did enjoy today's video, please go down and hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this content or any kind of plus size fashion, review, hauls, you name it, shop with me's. That's what my channel is all about, and I'd love for you to stick around. And I'll see you guys in my next video really shortly. Bye.